Well, hi folks, it's Good Friday, glorious sunny day now. Curlews are out if you can hear them, and the bloody traffic though. So I thought I'd get my exhibition show spuds planted today. I've prepared the ground, I'm going to plonk the bags in there, just made a little sort of shallow furrow for the bags to sit in, and I'll just give you, to show you really what it entails. So first of all, what I grow them in is these. They're called polypots. They're just a big sort of bag actually, but the thing is, if you can see, they've got lots of drainage holes which enables the roots to grow through them into the bottom, through the bottom and into the soil below. These are actually 20 litre polypots as they call them, and I just plant one potato in those, and then these are my potatoes. I'm growing some Kestrel and Casablanca this year. I'm just going to make sure that these have just got 2 sprouts on 2 chits, because if you have any more, they produce more sort of plants per potato on smaller potatoes. So 2 is about the ideal size to get a decent sized show potato. This is a compost I'm going to be using. It's just bog standard B&Q Verve stuff out of the big bales. Decent enough stuff for growing spuds in. And then this is the fertiliser I'm using. It's called Vitax Q4. It's a soluble sort of slow release fertiliser, but it seems to be suited to spuds because it's got quite high potash and trace elements and minerals and all that sort of stuff. It's quite expensive, but you can use blood, fish and bone or Groma or anything, but I just tend to think that this does better for me. So I'll just get my tripod set up and I'll show you how easy it is to do it. Right folks, couldn't be easier. So you've got your 20 litre or sometimes a 17 litre polypots, bog standard compost. Just going to about half fill the bag with the compost. Like so. And then I'm going to add my fertiliser to the bottom half. Basically I put 2 ounces of this stuff in. That's about 1.5 ounces. So I'll give it another little bit. That's 2 ounces. Just added in there. I'm just going to mix that well into the bottom half, so it's all nicely mixed in. You really want the fertiliser to be in this sort of bottom half of the compost, because that's where all the roots are going to be. And then got my seed potato. I'll pick one just to show you what other things I need to do. So that's a Kestrel there, Kestrel seed potato. Well, like I said, I'm aiming to get 2 chits on it, just 2. So any more I'm going to take off like that, and not only am I going to rub them off, I'm going to actually dig them out a little bit, because they can grow back. So I've got one there, I'll take that one off too and just dig it out like that. Doesn't make any difference, the spud won't rot, but it means that there'll only be 2 sprouts coming now, which should give me the best potatoes. Now with this, I'm just going to put it into the compost, so the bottom's maybe 2 inches above the bottom of the bag. So just reach to the bottom of the bag, pull it up 1 inch or so and plonk it in, as simple as that. And then all I'm going to do now with these, I don't actually earth them up, I just fill them right to the top straight away, or virtually to the top, because the compost will sink a bit. So just fill it back up right to the top. And that's it really. So there's no earthing up needs to be done. And the reason we do them in these polythene bags rather than the buckets is because sometimes the potatoes grow to the edges of the pot, in a pot, and then they can get squashed against the rigid plastic. But with these, it's got a little bit of give to it, so you can actually see them sometimes bulging out of the polythene, but it doesn't damage them at all. So that's why we do them in polythene bags or polypots. So that's one done. I'm just going to plonk this in the row I've prepared, but should have mixed some more fertiliser in. So just plonk those in there, and I'll show you finally what we do when I've got them all done, just by backfilling the trench to cover up the drainage holes, so that when the roots do come out, they've got fresh soil to grow into. Well, there you go folks. I'm just going to try my new Rayco Cam Vision out. So I've just done my 12 bags now, and the only thing to do now is to just push the soil back around the pot like so, just to cover all the drainage holes up, keep them steady as well. And that's it, give them a good watering in summer, and then by about August time they should be ready to start harvesting. And then what I'll do, I'll cut the tops off, give them a good 2 weeks with the tops off to let the skins harden before I harvest them, otherwise you damage the skins. So anyway, that's about it folks. Exhibition spuds planted. See you later.